Yeah, it's been eventful, yeah, to say the least. Like looking back in now, yeah, kind of, it is crazy when you've been in football for I'd say a long time, but relative. You think you've seen it all, and then you get kicked out your stadium, and you train at Hebburn, and it's just fascinating for me. It's obviously the lads here have just been different class, and that's been the core. When we came in, it was just keeping lads like Greggy and adding that kind of DNA, that personality, that profile, and we had a vision of where we wanted to go. Obviously, the guys come in, the board took over, stabilised financially, give us a platform, and it's been enjoyable every day. It's been learning, and we're still on the journey, so enjoying every minute.
I mean, you mentioned the DNA. I know you mean personality there as well, but also in terms of style of play, you've got a very distinctive style of play, certainly for this sort of level. Where does that come from? Where was your thought of playing that sort of way, that passing, attacking way? Where did that come from?
Wow, I don't think anyone reinvents the wheel, doesn't it? I think we're big Liverpool fans, me and Busty, I'd say. But no, it's for me, when I've look at myself and I look at what kind of personality I am, I'm just a trier, a worker. I look at lads who have maximised their career with respect, and I look at lads who've got huge amounts of ability that haven't really played at the levels that their ability would warrant, and it's sometimes disappointing. So for me, I just say to the lads, I'll be with you in pre-season. I'll be with them in this pre-season. I'll be feeling sick. I'll be feeling dizzy. I'll be pushing myself just as much as them, and I'm going to ask from them what I'm willing to give myself, and nothing more, nothing less. And like you say, people like Greggy embodies that. The whole group this season, I feel like the spirit has been our real strength, and our togetherness has been our strength. There's a lot of good friendships. There's a lot of real nice personal stories that have come in. The recruitment's been great, but we're just still working consistently, relentlessly, just to keep improving. Like I say, having meetings with the boys, AC in the back there, and Greggy, just say, listen, what we've got is something special. Let's just keep refining it and keep pushing. There's no targets for next season. Let's just be the best version of what we've got.
If you look back at this season, are there certain moments that you look at that you think they were key to getting us through it?
I had this conversation with the boys, asking them their feelings. For me, it's been littered with moments. One of the ones, Farsley away, a terrible pitch, with respect, and we made changes, and obviously we come from behind, and we took a step back in the changing room afterwards and saw the celebrations. And like I say, nothing had won at that point, but you saw the togetherness, and you kind of just raised an eyebrow, not reading into anything. It could have been nothing, something, but you just think, okay, it's nice to see a group like that. And then for me, when we beat Olley away, the exhilaration, for what that meant to the club financially and for us as a group, obviously we were coasting here at home, and then we conceded late on twice, and then to go behind there, I thought, right, okay, we've got that fight, that spirit, that never say die attitude. Let's just see. And then beating Kiddy here, great manager, great club, very difficult team. Obviously, what they've done in the FA Cup shows that, and it was like, okay, let's just keep humble, keep working, just try and be who we are, more of it.
I mean, you mentioned the pitch at Farsley, obviously the way that you guys play. Have you faced challenges trying to play in the way that you play at this sort of level? Has there been resistance internally or externally or from fans or whatever to playing that way? Has there ever been, why don't you play the quote-unquote non-league way? Has there ever been that sort of resistance?
Well, I mean, I've had questions thrown at me about the number of penalties we've given away and about messing around at the back. But really, I don't know. I couldn't really define our way of playing. It's effective, efficient words that I use with the lads every day that they're probably bored of hearing, and it's winning. Obviously, the way we go about our game plan is to outwork them, be better in transition, but we want to play forward as fast as we can. I think as a byproduct we will dominate the majority of possession in this league, but that's not our plan. Our plan is to go about and just implant our DNA on the game and really control what we can control, but just be on the front foot, fast and aggressive. So that really, and the byproduct is, each game comes as a different puzzle and a different challenge, which the boys here, against Darlington, against Southport, I said, cliche things, but there's another question mark hanging over your heads, which you've answered all season. It's up to you boys now, and they've just answered them.
Greg, you've been here since 2018, I think. Can you take us back to what it was like in that first year that you were here, when a lot of things were going wrong with the club, and what it felt like back then?
So first few months were fine, going quite well. I mean, we started the season with, I think it was 3 wins, and then one of them was beating Salford, who were the big club at the time. So we started that season very well. It was just one of the cases where the wrong guy was at the helm and things kind of started falling apart. Obviously, we lost a couple of players January, which didn't help, but you could see why they wanted to leave. But for the rest of us that were here, it was just kind of plug away, and we obviously wanted to play football and get Gateshead as high as possible. And I think that kind of showed again. We had another good set of lads that year, which we've always had for the last 4 years since I've been here. But again, it was just kind of not concentrate on what was happening off the field, even though it was probably taking its toll. May have taken its toll at the end, but football-wise, we never stopped. And going into the second last game away at Harrogate, I think we still had a chance of making playoff, and it just wasn't to be. But again, the last 4 years have been probably the best football times of my career, anyway.
I was going to say it's some turnaround, isn't it? How do you reflect on it, and where you've come from and where you are now?
It's, I've just loved every minute of being here, and to come back that second year of my spell at Gateshead, it's been it was a different, but it felt like the right change had been made, and the people who obviously took over are obviously still in charge now, and it's just gone from strength to strength, and they've learned, we've learned, and it was footballing wise, maybe we didn't hit the heights where we should have, or felt like we should have. Again, playoffs the second year, and obviously beat Brackley, but got beat at Boston, so it wasn't meant to be. But then I think with last year being curtailed, probably could have made playoffs again, which people probably didn't expect us to do with where we were that first year. But it just shows how far again we've came to be. Obviously, we've won this league, which isn't an easy league to win at all. I wouldn't say comfortably, because we've been quite nervous. I've been nervous personally for the last 6-7 weeks. But no, it just shows how far we have come, and long may it continue.
Have you felt that pressure with everyone assuming you're going to do it for the last few weeks?
Personally, yes. I got cast skill with Adam, and we were every possibility that could have happened, from Brackley losing, Brackley drawing, Brackley winning, us losing, us drawing, us winning. Every scenario was debated, but again, you can only concentrate on what we're doing, and to come off the pitch at Brackley and then go unbeaten until where we are today, I think that's just testament to what we have built.
And what are you looking forward to about next season? Anything in particular?
I'm excited to prove myself again in that league. Again, as a team, I thought we coped very well in the first league, and when we were in the National League. I felt like we had probably 15 players every game, if that, and we established ourselves as probably one of the better teams in that league. And obviously we got demoted to this league, and this year I think we've just gone strength to strength, and I think we can probably continue that into next season. Again, the way we play and stuff obviously helps, because I love playing the way that we play, and I'll always buy into what Mike has brought to the table.
And Mike, what do you think is possible next season? And beyond that, what's possible for Gateshead, do you think?
We'll find out. I don't know. I'm not here to give you predictions. I haven't got a crystal ball. What's possible is we'll have the lads turn up on the first day of the season with their running trainers, with a bunch of values, and I'd hope smiles on their faces, but probably not. And we're going to empty the tank every single day, and that's how we're going to face it. Just like we faced this season, the fact that you can only control the controllables. And like you say, Greg, it's human nature to listen to the criticism or listen to the praise, but ultimately, you just got to roll your sleeves up and face what's in front of you, and we'll do that from the first day of pre-season to the last day of the season.
What do you make of the other guys who've been here throughout that period, and when you got relegated to now, and how they've managed to turn that around?
They're our core values. Like I say, the man sitting next to us here, I think he enjoys taking his dogs out just as much as he does celebrating in the stack after we've won the league. Do you know what I mean? That's the people we are. Say you see me the next day taking the kids to school. That's what our bread and butter. That's our real value system. And ultimately, when I first was thinking about management, my ethos was, if you want to achieve your individual accolades, whatever you're driven for, whatever values you have, if you understand, you buy into the group, then you'll get your individual awards based off the group awards. Then it's going to be a real enjoyable culture to be involved in, and I think that's what we can see in front of us. The fact that people are going to get their accolades, people are going to get individual awards and get praise, but the lads that are sticking their heads, where it hurts, and their body's on the line, and running through brick walls week in, week out, might not get the same accolades, but that's the foundation that we're built on, that honesty and that integrity, and that's why I enjoy. So for me, coming in, I've got a meeting after this, and I'll enjoy that just as much as I do. I did at Chorley, winning the league, seeing the emotion pour out.
And how were those celebrations? How have the last few days been?
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. Like I say, for me, it's the personal stories. You've got to go into the detail for the lads. Like I say, Greggy's been here through thick and thin. He's seen some, crazy things. So to see him get that reward, captaining a side that have overachieved, and enjoy it is reward. And lads coming in, like I say, AC coming in, he's been exceptional. Owen Bailey, Ked, Maka, Louis, Tink's coming back. There's just, I could go through all of them. I shouldn't really be naming individuals, but the fact is, even going back to Chappie, he was there against Chorley. He's got a massive part to play. Everyone's played their part, and it is an extended family.
Well done, both of you. Asked enough questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How was it for you both at the final result? Because obviously Brackley still at the time, you could have went up on goal difference. How was that for you both when you sort of heard that they'd drawn 2-2?
Well, I think the overall was just kind of subdued, because at the final whistle for us, we still hadn't outrightly won it. We thought there was goal difference, and then as fans started to filter over, they've drew 2-2 and we've actually won it. So then the celebrations kind of picked up a notch, and I think it was more of a bit of just a relief for me to finally be over the line and have that knowledge of that we have actually won it. I think the celebrations kind of began on the pitch, and I hope every fan that came on had an equal as good time, because that's as important as us players have won it. It's the fans, it's their club as well.
Just picking up on great scenes on the pitch, as you say, at Chorley, when you learned that you'd won the league. It's a massive occasion on Saturday, final game against Hereford. 3 goals to reach 100. That's only happened twice before in the club's 92-year history. Is that another personal goal between the two of you? And how important is it to, it's an old cliche, but to concentrate on the game rather than the occasion and sign off with a win?
I don't think you'll have one professional that won't enter a field of play and want to win every battle, every action. Those numbers and accolades, they are what they are. We want to turn up, enjoy the occasion, because what Greggy's saying, you can't get away from. There's been pressure. There's been high energy around the place, and now. You say when we did win the league, it was that elation combined with relief because we've achieved what we set out to. But yeah, ultimately we want to win the game. We want to put on. We want to enjoy winning the game. We say to the lads, you enjoy by winning, and you win by sticking to our blueprint and our process, which is hopefully in their DNA now. So of course we want to win the game, and it'd be nice for. One of our team to win the Golden Boot and to get to the 100 goals. That would be a byproduct of us just working our socks off like we've done all season.
Great. 100 goals, possibility, probability?
Always possible. It's just the momentous even now, thinking that we've scored 97 goals, never mind 100. Again, I think we'd have preferred some more clean sheets in there, but it's all part of the league the season that we've had, and if it was meant to be, then it's meant to be. But obviously, we just want to win the game first and enjoy the day, and I'm sure all the fans will as well. As long as we win.
As a player, obviously, you achieved promotion, but now as a manager, how are the emotions different, the same, or how do they compare?
I think it's you can't really compare it. I think it's a different feeling. Like I say, for me, it's been my best season in football for many different reasons. Ultimately, I was speaking to James Perch the other day, and he was saying the same thing at Mansfield. I've never enjoyed football so much in your life, but the fact is, when you're playing at whatever level, the stress, the pressure, the next game, the kind of politics that can kind of come with that. As you're playing and you find together as a group, it's about the core values of why you started kicking the ball around in the first place, and it's more the essence of what football's about, and that's why it's so enjoyable. With also the thick skin of having to not ride the highs and lows as much emotionally, but just to enjoy the whole journey of it, and that's what we'll be doing next season. Like I say, for me, a massive part of winning the league last week was we get to enjoy this day. So regardless, as I say, we want to go out there, perform, win the game, but regardless, it's what the boys, the club, the fans, they deserve. They deserve that day out with no real anxiety attached to it, and get the photo ops and get the experience, and then it's back to the drawing board. We're prepping for next season.
What does next season look like for you? Is it just solely as a manager, or are you going to continue playing on Thursday?
Well, we will see. I'm planning on playing. Like I say, for me, I think I'm not going to ever retire myself. I feel like something will retire me. So other than that, I'll be playing till I'm 45 if I have the say on it.
Can I just mention as well, war flags coming across from Newcastle.
Yeah.
On that, just adds to the occasion.
Certainly does, yeah. Like you say, it's I don't know what the expectancy of attendance would be, but all our friends and family are going to be there. It's just going to add to the atmosphere. It's fantastic. So just like I say, really looking forward to the occasion. Go and enjoy from turning up to the stadium to leaving it.
It should be over 3,000, shouldn't it? Because the tiny way stand's sold now. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like you say, it'll be a fantastic occasion for the fans. Like I say, we're just looking after it and doing our best we can for it. It's their club, they're the life and soul, we're the custodians, but ultimately it's just a marker of, like you say, all the trials and tribulations that's gone over the last 3-4 years to now just have a day where you can relax and enjoy.